On today's episode of The Couch.
Are you going down below?
Of course.
But no one's ever returned from there.
Gotta try, right? She's like, it's one of those, it questions a lot about, like, you know, everything to do with AI and, like, you know, dark days.
That's about the best way to word it.
And then gravitational pull of rocks floating up into the sky. And something pokey coming out from the earth. And
Hey, welcome back to The Couch.
welcome back, everybody.
We're still in Lab 16.
Yes.
And I want to touch on something real quick from the previous episode.
Mm-hmm.
And I do have a question for the Couch Lanes here. Or not Couch Lanes, sorry. The Couch Potatoes.
Okay.
What game from, my best way to say is Japan, was one of your favorites that just either A, was translated wrong, or not translated wrong, it was just, it's weird on its own nuance. The one that comes to mind for me is Katamari Damacy. It's one of my favorite games only because it's just a very silly video game.
Yeah.
Where you do nothing but have a gravity ball. You have a ball that literally just grabs everything, and you just make a giant star to throw into the sky.
Mm-hmm.
That's the premise of the game. There's other ones that are very weird, like Mr. Mosquito, where you literally play as a mosquito and torment a family by biting at them.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them, there's actually a girl who's in a tub, and she's just bathing normal. You can't really see through the water behind you, and that's not the whole nuance. It's just while this girl is bathing, you are biting her as a mosquito.
That is so weird.
Welcome to Japan.
God damn. I mean, I know there are weird games out there.
Oh, yeah. No, Japan has definitely embraced the, you know what, screw it mentality of gaming.
Well, if you also haven't noticed, too, not to intervene, but
No,
it's
go.
more of like, when it comes to animes, too, the names have gotten either longer or they've been coming up with some weird looking anime titles that's like one of those questionables, like, what the hell did I just see as the
No,
title?
you're not wrong. I know one that our friend Jen Storms has got me into. It's still one of my favorites. It's A World Without Dirty Jokes, but it's it's such a really weird long name.
Mm-hmm. I remember you showing me the first couple of episodes where I was just like, oh my god, this is like one of the weirdest animes I think I've ever watched.
No, it tops the chart of what the heck did I just watch.
Yeah.
But it is funny as can be for just being out there silly.
Yeah.
And I know it's a weird segue, but for instance, Kirby. And this touches a little bit based on what I was talking about on the previous episode.
Yeah.
Where a translation or censorship type of change.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Kirby, when you think of him, he is cute. This cute little puffball, right?
Yes.
And just small, adorable, and basically always happy.
Yeah.
Well, if you actually look at, best way to say it, side by side, the box arts of Japan versus the States, it goes from cute and cuddly to I'm gonna fuck you up. Kirby in most stateside stuff has a very angry face.
Yeah.
And because of how he is in game, he is a fighter. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But that's what they knew how to sell the audience was toughen them up.
Yeah.
Because what's cute and cuddly works in Japan does not exactly work in the States always.
Correct.
It works for a lot more feminine things or girly stuff in the early days. But yeah, when it came to 90s, thousands, yeah, if it's cute and cuddly, it's girly. If it's harsh and crude, it's anime.
Yeah.
But back onto the original subject that I have jumped at least 3 different things on. Welcome to my brain. The Pokemon series.
Yes.
If this is to be believed, now I don't as well know how in depth this went, but supposedly when it came to translations for Pokemon, one of the original proposals, if you will, was to make Pokemon a baseball type of game. And I don't mean where they completely change up. It's like where you'd actually play a baseball game itself, but maybe recruit. The tactic was, well, maybe we recruit people to be as a team. That's what the whole aspect is, as opposed to going out and seeking monsters and befriending them.
Yeah.
But ultimately, of course, look at Pokemon Out. They gave up on that sense and went the more correct route.
Not saying they still couldn't make like a Pokemon baseball game like.
Well, no. When you're thinking baseball, you're actually thinking a true baseball sense, and that there's nothing wrong with that. Don't get me wrong. And that probably would have been like Mario Party kind of thing. There wouldn't have been anything wrong with that. But the proposal was to throw a lot more baseball themes up to try and get to the American kids and American audience, because baseball was really big at the time.
Yeah.
I mean, baseball's always been big, but a lot more kids were into baseball when they were trying to market it.
Yeah. I was going to say, too, nowadays anymore, I don't know if baseball is still like one of those big type of sports for kids anymore. Not saying that they don't play baseball.
No,
It's just more of like,
yeah.
I don't really know if it is, because to me nowadays it's like, yeah, there are kids that are still into baseball, but not as many as there used to be like way back in the day.
I think also that's us for the area we grew up in. Now, granted, our local team has not, best way to say, has not always been in the top performing levels.
No.
But best way to say is for us at least, while you and me were kids, we were coming off of a victory not too long ago, like a couple years of a World Series.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that craze would have been bigger in our area then. Best way to say is like right now, our local football team had a moment of glory in the Super Bowl. Did they succeed? No, not so well.
No, not at all. It's just
but
they were more different.
Sorry to interrupt, but the height of football's popularity in our area picked up. So I think there's a little bit of that.
Yeah. No, it's, I don't know. I feel like football has always been it's always been famous for like being the top sport. Who are you?
Oh, you were there. Where are you from?
We came from the laboratories to the west.
What? Hey, we've got people who crossed the ruins. Say again? You're joking. So there are people who can beat up those freaky mutants. If you notice, everyone, of course, is
Staring, yeah.
Let's go talk to the old man. Pardon me, I'm Doan. I'm the descendant of the director of this info center. In the basement, there's a huge computer and a storage center for food. But we can't get through because of the robot guards. It is a pity.
It's a pity.
It is. It's a pity. It's the same. That's exactly the
It's
same.
the same, but that's not how it was used in the sentence.
It's the same. It is, and
It
is the same.
Yes, it is the same, but it wasn't used as it is. It's its.
It's the same.
Yes, I know, but I'm saying it was used as its.
No, I'm not cheating. Do you want to rest in the Entron? Sure. Give me back my magic and health.
Da-da-da-dum. But no, now I lost track of where we left off.
We're talking about football.
Yeah, no, football.
You know, the one thing you and me love talking about around this house.
We're not
sports.
we're not sports people. Like, I mean, we prefer maybe soccer over football any day, and also we do like to go to the occasional baseball games here and there.
We do support our local teams here and there. Not like overzealous with them, but
yeah,
we'll try and catch at least one game per season if we're able. I mean, life doesn't always allow that, and money doesn't always allow that.
Yeah.
But it's it's fun to go out every once in a while to see if you can catch a game.
Yeah. No, it's one of those, like, it has to be like a good day to go to see baseball or to maybe see FC, but it's one of those we both don't like going out of the stadium and making like a slow pace back to our house afterwards because it's like so crowded. But when it comes to football, we're not exactly we're not fans of that either. I mean,
For us, it's a lot more. We'd rather do something than go watch something.
Yeah.
I think is more the problem.
yeah.
But it's just in general, like, our interests don't. Can we put it this way? Our interests don't delve into going to play sports. Our interests delve into video games. Go figure.
Yeah.
And books. Go figure.
Yeah. Yeah. No. So I mean, if I could, I'd probably be reading books like maybe all day. But it's trying not to do that. Just so I can like put other things into my schedule.
Oh, if you didn't catch, her husband went down there and has not
haven't seen
returned.
them since.
So,
Yeah.
you think we should go down and help them out?
Yes. Obviously.
Are you going down below?
Of course.
But no one's ever returned from there.
Gotta try, right?
It's nice to see such spirited young people for a change. Careful now, and come back alive. That doesn't seem like a foreboding.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Oh, God. Okay. So, can't go right.
So only can go left. To get through. Oh, this console controls the passageway. We need a password to get through. Well, alright, so password. This console controls the passageway. We need a password. Yeah, that's the same thing.
Yeah, I thought they actually had two different sections. Alright.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
walking on I-beams.
Yeah, no, it took me a while to catch on to that. I was like, oh, why is it like that? It's like, oh,
I'm
we're
a little
up.
surprised that with this,
Mhm.
that they don't actually have like small people below so you can see.
Yeah, what's going on?
Looks like a statue. No, it's attached to it. Warning: anyone within vicinity of the stockroom will be attacked.
Well, shit. I guess we're all gonna die.
Well, they did say we have to go to the stockroom to get the food.
No, but if I would have to guess where the food would be, it would be in a stockroom, said stockroom. Just saying. Well, shit.
Shall I make a break for it?
Yeah.
Go!
Well, damn it.
Executing program.
Chrono, what's going on? Marley! Let's go. I don't know if it's...
As you can hear by the music, is also a boss fight.
Yeah, well,
So
I kind of caught on to
Well,
that.
besides that, it's like this ain't a pushover fight. This is you better be ready.
Yeah, no. I have a feeling, well, I know we're supposed to be getting a robot as a companion due to the rolling credits from before.
Well, besides that, and Robo is one of the coolest characters.
I feel like when it comes to robot companions, you tend to
I do
gear
favor
towards
robot.
yeah.
Yes. And I will honestly, there's a bit of nerdom for me
Mhm.
in that regard, but a lot of it I would definitely say comes to this game.
Mhm.
Let me put it this way: your first experience with anything will always leave a lasting impression.
Yeah.
So my point to that is, for instance, if you saw Terminator first,
Mhm.
you're probably going to be a little bit more in fear of robots because that nature has been stemmed into you of it's going to mess you up.
Mhm. Well, I can tell you this. What's gotten me like so scared of AI is because of the Matrix.
No, and that's that is a perfect point. Because the worst part is like Hollywood will play into what is the hot topic we talk about. So like for instance, also with growing up, Mars movies was very frequent.
Yeah.
But yes, the fear of what AI can do
Yes.
has been instilled because of that. There was also earlier fears, but there was also earlier love of what technology could have been in the past. So it just stems into, no, I don't want them.
Bad robot. Need to stay dead. But no, it's just more of like, I remember I think it was like when I was in high school, when I first saw that, that's when it initially instilled the fear of like, I hope we don't have any AIs that will pop up in the near future. But then I'm like, oh, well, seeing it today, it's like, well, that was wishful thinking.
I think the other one that actually sits with me more of an embrace for AI, and I hate to put it in this manner, is quite literally Robin Williams.
Yeah.
With Bicentennial Man.
I remember my family did watch that when I was a kid, but I don't remember all of it. I do remember the premise of what it's about and everything else, but it's just more of like,
Me personally, I haven't seen it in quite some time. I'm about the same. Like, do I remember all the exact details that occur? No. But it is, best way to say, it is a movie that makes you question what is humanity, what is considered alive, or what is life.
Oh no, believe me, it's like there are some shows.
Say Rob Williams sells that whole thing.
Well, there are some shows and books that do present that same idea over and over again.
Oh, yeah.
So it depends on the ones you're talking about. Not saying every book brings it up or every movie or show does, but a good chunk do. So,
Asimov's Rules of Robotics was one of the earliest adopters of showing what robots could influence the world with.
Something reeks. Everything's completely rotten. The refrigeration must have failed. Chrono, look! Passed away long ago, I suppose. He's holding something. What do you suppose this is? It looks like some kind of seed. A seed? Do you suppose it could grow in a place like this?
The following is written on a soiled sheet of paper. The rat is more than just a statue. It knows the secret of the stone. Catch it. But no, I haven't seen Bicentennial Man enough to remember all the nuances that occur. I just can tell you, Robin Williams sold it and definitely makes an interesting story of just humanity in itself.
Well, I will say, there it is. Shh, it might run away.
And press circle and then X to catch.
It does not look like a rat to me.
Bastard.
Well, now it looks like a rat. Pink. Boy.
Yeah, our puppy is being super needy.
Yeah, they are. They have the shark, they have the ball, and they want us to play with both.
Yeah.
But
God dang it.
one movie, and it's not a bad movie per se. It's just it's weird but interesting. I don't know if you ever heard the movie called Her, which is about a guy that pretty much falls in love with AI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember hearing of that one.
It's not bad, but it's not great either. Like I said, it's weird. Because Scarlett Johansson, funny enough, voices as the AI.
I'll tell you everything's great. Press and hold the L and R button, and then press X to access the secret password. Don't make any mistakes, or you'll be sorry.
I'm guessing that's the password.
Yes. And that's why I said L and R, because it's off the Super Nintendo, what it was originally.
Oh, okay.
No, I remember hearing of that movie, and I never saw it myself, but there was a lot of
Controversy?
Yeah, I guess that is the right term.
Yeah.
But it was more over the idea of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And the part that made it more concerning was the truth behind that movie. And I think I've talked to you about this before, where humans need companionship.
Yeah.
There are people, I'm one of them, who prefers to be a shut-in, who prefers to be on their own.
Yeah.
But I will not deny, yes, companionship is needed. I mean, I'm married to you, and you are you are the love of my life. But it's of that. Do I really want to go out and be social most of the time? No.
Yeah.
I look for my close circle of friends, and that's my social gathering.
Yeah.
However, when you introduce what AI companionship can be, there's a problem that comes with that. Because it also, yes, it does fill that void that some people are missing,
Yeah.
but it also,
Takes away something.
well, it not
like,
takes away, but it also doesn't fulfill, because then they're not actually being in with humans. They're being
shut-ins.
They're being shut-ins. They can also be, hate to go this way, they can be conditioned. They can be trained to say or do things that are not kosher within the populace.
Yeah.
So it's a double-edged sword, because, like, for instance, we're using AI to help us learn how to speak a language.
Yeah.
Instead of learning from native speakers.
Yeah.
Now, granted, we're going to be, I know later on we're going to be able to, like, find native videos and actually learn that way. But I'd rather have a basic of teach me the basic spots, and then I can grow from there.
Yeah. Well,
go ahead.
I was gonna say it's funny because I remember talking with someone. I was working with someone. She was mentioning how she went to go see the movie, and she tried to explain it to me, and I was like, "That sounds like the most strangest ass movie ever." And when I asked her, like, after she saw it, like, what her thoughts were, she's like, "It was interesting," but she's like, she's like, it's one of those, it questions a lot about, like, everything to do with AI, and, like,
God, how long did
if
the movie
this
come out too?
Oh God, it was.
It's like I know of it coming out.
Must have been 10 years ago. I'm gonna check this.
But either way, it's just the look at it when it came out, as that's what I say, is a precursor to what people were expecting to what is today.
Yeah.
It's God. I hate to quote this from someone else's joke, but I'll take it all the way. There was a movie even older than that called Idiocracy, I believe. And it was supposed to be just a satire of how the world could be with just in general, of how America could be with things.
Yeah.
And one of the things that they actually put as a not decoration, but costume piece was were these shoes that were basically plastic and had holes in them that would have no functionality. No one would truly wear them.
Oh, you're talking about the Crocs.
Yes.
That's right.
And they grew in popularity.
Oh yeah, they did.
Did they have any reason to grow in popularity? No, they did not.
But did they? Yes. And so whoever made that made a lot of money.
Well, it's just that, like, it was made, like, they put it in the movie as a mockery, because they were new introduced, and it's like, no one will freaking wear these, and sure enough, they did. And they have been a mainstay, and they're the stupidest freaking footwear.
Yeah.
But that one is a more recent movie. Which, how did you look it up?
So the movie was released back in 2013. Well, all right.
Okay. I understand what just occurred. I will have to say, for a turn, this is somewhat a turn-based, action turn-based game.
Yeah.
That is the most.
I want to get this done. I want to kill him.
It's just the most pathetic. Like, all right, stand there. I gotta run all the way around to you, and then I'm just gonna leap back.
Yeah, but no. Her came out in 2013, which.
Yeah, that's over 10.
Yeah, I was gonna guess 10 years ago. It's like
that was a decent guess, considering.
Yeah, so just about there. So 12 years ago it came out. My God. But it's also scary too, is like what reminded me of that maybe not too long ago is when they were advertising for the AI for Google, I think. Like, it's something that you can ask questions to and it will give you answers, or you could just talk to it.
What, Siri?
No, it was, let me see. It was a advertisement from Google about like an AI. I think I don't know if it was strictly for Samsung.
Are you talking about a more recent one or a
it-
while back?
It was
'Cause-
pretty recent. We
okay,
were
then that goes with the ChatGPT thing that's been going on. That since ChatGPT has gone out, a lot more companies are trying to. Best way to say is strike the iron, or strike it while the iron's hot.
yeah.
And have their own ready to go. Because even
Oh, Gemini. That's what it
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
That's
Google
what it
has
was. Gemini.
I can't remember what Microsoft has. And I think they were doing Cortana for a while, but I think they dropped that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so story time.
So this is the info center. Good. The computer is still operational. If we run a search on time warps, we might find our gate. Here, got it. East of Eris Dome. All the way. Damn, goes on forever. Right there. Oh shit. That's a long ass walk, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
That would be Photo Dome, I
Proto.
believe. Or Proto. Leave it to Luca. I'm beginning to think you could find anything with this device. What does this button do?
It's always the worst thing. If someone pushes buttons they shouldn't push.
1999 AD. Visual record of the day of Lavos.
Okay, I'm going to make a quick side note. If I remember correctly, and this also plays with an Assassin's Creed comment I've made before. This game, I believe, came out in 1994.
Okay.
So this is you could say hey, this is coming. Because
Yeah.
like how Assassin's Creed, original story,
Yes.
was, best way to say it, stopping the Mayan apocalypse.
Yeah.
And of course, we passed it and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So this is another those type of games.
Oh God. Of course it is. Present day. Dark days.
That's about the best way to word it.
And then a gravitational pull of rocks floating up into the sky. And something pokey coming out from the earth. And cause a meteor shower.
Oh. Yeah, rain.
I was gonna say
Fiery
it is
rain
meteors.
From, a meteor shower would be a different type of category.
I'm
You're
still
not
gonna call
wrong
it.
technically on what you're trying to call out, but it either way, as you can see, something burst from below the earth and more or less rained hell upon it.
Yeah. But what is that? Lavos. Is that what's destroying our world? We must truly be in the future. No, no way! I refuse to believe it. This can't be the way the world ends. Chrono. There's only one thing we can do. We must change history, just like Chrono did when he saved me. Okay, Luca. Okay, Chrono? Wow. She's desperate. I guess so. It was a stroke of luck that we were sent here through the gate. Or through that gate. Chrono, let's go. Okay. Chrono, Luca, together we can do this. Man, so full of hope. Let's take a second and do some more research on Lavos' activities back in our time period. Next stop, Protodome.
So yeah, now we have the purpose of the game. We have a end goal.
Mhm.
I hate that it kind of took this long to get to it,
Yeah.
but at the same time, story beat wise, it fits very well. Like it doesn't. I hate where a lot of games kind of introduce the big bad immediately in the beginning, because then you have, like, to me, less motivation. It's just like, oh well, here it is. This
Yeah.
one was a lot of, hey, we already changed history once. Who says we can't change it again?
Yeah.
And this time, it wouldn't be a selfish change. It would be a world-changing event.
Yeah. It's not wrong. It's one of those like of all things, like when it comes to time, like if like changing anything in accordance with time, it's one of those like I always see it in like anything. There's repercussions for it. It's like it's not anything to do with you. You can't do it. You can. You're just gonna have to face like there's going to be a consequence to that action, whether it be big, small, good or bad. It's one of those that's going to happen in some way. I don't know. That's what it's funny because I read like a book when it came about time and how like these people were trying to change their fate to not like go back in time or go forward in time. So it's one of those like, well, in order to change it, they had to face repercussions, and it wasn't a bad repercussion. It was just more of like it changed a lot of things. So, oh man,
You're back. And alive. It's a miracle.
oh god, I feel like these people are
Gather
gonna like
around,
slug
people.
us.
Well, what did you discover?
This is our future.
Huh? Who cares? Where's the food?
This is all we could get.
Seeds?
You don't know how long the Enertron will hold out. Those seeds might be our only hope.
The machine that was restoring us but never gave hunger.
Oh, okay. You have to stay alive, and so do we.
Huh? You're strange. You're different from us.
I think it's because we're healthy.
Healthy? It's got a nice ring to it.
Oh my god.
We'll try growing the seeds.
What are those?
They just might be our future. Heading for Protodome? Go by the way of Lab 32 and take this with you. Got the bike key.
Yee!
It's a key to the jet bike in Lab 32. I used it to ride when I was young. I hope it still works. They've got more powerful robots over there. Take care and stay healthy.
Will do.
Alright, and with that, we'll catch you all in the next one.
See you guys.